money he was getting.
I don't know if either side really had a bargaining position, I guess. Like, TNA, from TNA's perspective, they don't really need Samoa Joe. I would say. I don't think Samoa Joe needs TNA. And I'm not sure if it's fair to say, has he done anything of note in TNA? Because not many people have done things of note in TNA for the past 5 years. You have the
early run, absolutely.
Exactly. You have things like Austin Aries, but then that's, I think, pretty much his Bobby Roode matches. That's what sticks out, and then disappears for the rest of his run. But I think everyone disappears in TNA eventually.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a pretty big hit, I will say. Like maybe Samoa Joe doesn't need TNA. I guess if you had to pick one or the other, I would say TNA may have needed him more so than vice versa. Even though, like I said, he hasn't really done much, and they'll be fine. The show will probably feel the same with or without him there.
And that's the thing. I don't think TNA really needs great wrestlers to really do whatever the hell they're doing.
Right. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. I started to watch some of the reboot on Destination America, and it wasn't bad by any means, what I saw. But usually when it comes on now, I delete it. Even though I am interested, I probably will watch this past week, because I guess Drew McIntyre showed up with a pipe. And split Low-Key open, legit.
That's unsafe work environment right there. Oof.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm down to watch that. But I just, it is what it is. I think Samoa Joe should have left a long time ago.
Yeah, that I agree with.
Because now I think his options are very limited. As far as a big company, like WWE is probably going to have anything to do with him. He may get a shot in NXT. But, will he go past NXT? If he does, would he be, would he make an impact on the main roster? I don't know. He could probably make a good living in Japan. Who knows? Maybe he's in the Bullet Club and we just don't even know it yet, Sam.
Yeah, it's really tough to say what he's going to be doing. I don't think it's a stretch to even say he's going to NXT. He's 35, so he's probably going towards the downhill, but he's also been on TV for the past 10 years on national TV, so he has experience in that environment. So it wouldn't be as big of a transition, I would say, than some of the other guys.
And we'll always have the Kobashi match.
Still one of my favorite matches. Got me into independent wrestling.
Indeed. So who knows, man? I mean, obviously once this broke, everybody was sort of clamoring to see Joe versus Ishii, which I would not be opposed to. Why not? You know what? Why not have Joe versus Suzuki?
Why not? I mean,
why not? Who knows?
I think Joe is a massive wild card in 2015 because he could as easily step into NXT as he could New Japan, as he could zero companies at all, and just move on.
I feel that the most obvious is probably Ring of Honor. Whether it's short term, longer term, I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. I'll be interested to see. I mean, AJ Styles, he's doing alright since he left TNA. So, that may have been a factor. Like, you know what? I don't need TNA's money. I can go make a bunch of money and have awesome matches that people will, actually see.
And he does
elsewhere.
He does have an income outside of TNA, so he doesn't necessarily need wrestling at all.
There you go.
But I know he's got indie bookings because I know he's going to be in upstate New York in April. So.
Yes, indeed. Maybe there's a chance he shows up, Sam, at the WrestleCon Super Show, which, of course, I will be in the area. Depending on the time that the WWE Hall of Fame takes place, I definitely want to try and make the show. It's looking kind of interesting so far. Of course, we're just over a month away, ladies and gentlemen. We will be there. Myself, Dre, Nick Gator, Corey Santiago, and many others will be in lovely Santa Clara. Actually, I don't know if it's lovely. I've never been there. I will just assume. It sounds like there's like a lot of wineries around there. Is that a thing? Wineries?
Wineries.
I don't even know. I don't drink wine.
Vineyards?
So. Vineyards, wineries, bars.
There's definitely going to be bars.
Yes, racket busters. But as everybody knows, I've talked about this many, many times, Dre and I will be more than likely, I would assume, on pay-per-view, as we are front row for the Supercard of Honor, which is now featuring Jushin Thunder Liger.
But that's
very excited about that.
That's not going to be a pay-per-view, correct?
I have no idea.
I don't think so. Because I know they have the anniversary so close. I don't think they're going to do it back-to-back months.
I have no idea. I know in the last few years it was an pay-per-view. I don't know if they have something similar going on for maybe this. Maybe it'll just be on ROHWrestling.com. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be there. This will actually be, shockingly, my first Ring of Honor show. I never got to go when I lived in the Chicago area. And nothing comes to Kalispell, Montana. So, there you go. I will be there, and I will see Jushin Liger, probably Adam Cole, I suppose, and whoever else will be there.
You didn't go to Ring of Honor a couple years ago?
No.
I thought you went. Okay. Wow.
When I went to Miami?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I was going to, and there were still tickets available the day of, but transportation was an issue. And the venue was like 45 minutes away from where I was in Miami. And it was just one of those things. Public transportation in Miami was, like where I wasn't, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't familiar with the area, but I could not find any public transportation outside of overpriced cabs. I would say I paid $40 to get from my hotel to WrestleMania Access, which was about 5 miles away.
that seems a little steep.
Yes. The Haitian cab drivers were not fucking around that week.
They're taking advantage of the tourists.
Yes, they were taking advantage of us poor wrestling fans. So, between that, I think the U.S. Open or something was going on. That same weekend in the same area, they were making bank. So, but the WrestleCon Super Show, Sam, which I've been keeping a close eye on, as well as the Evolve shows. But the WrestleCon Super Show seems very interesting to me, just because this is probably one I will be able to get to go to, time permitting. Headlined by the Hardy Boys taking on Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Sam.
That's a weird match. I've seen it.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm like, that just looks odd. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a not good match, but it's going to be weird to see in 2015 regardless.
Yes, it will be a spectacle, one way
exactly.
or the other.
That's the right way to put it.
We're at a point in 2015 where Matt Hardy might be the best worker in that match.
I think that's true. I think that's how it's going to end up.
Matt Hardy is going to carry this match.
I've seen Sabu in 2004. I've seen Sabu matches in 2014, and he's not. When he wants to bring it, he can bring it, but he doesn't want to bring it very often. So
I don't think he's in the mood to bring it.
I think he's just going to be like, okay, San Jose. Let's get it over with. Me and Robbie here gotta light it up.
That's right. But also announced for that show, ACH taking on John Hennigan or Johnny Mundo or whatever he's going by these days. That should be fun.
I think that's really good. That got me really excited. I was like, whoa. Cool beans.
That's right. Everybody's favorite podcaster that's not a part of Four Corners Radio, Colt Cabana, leading a team. It was to be a 5-on-5 match. It'd be Colt Cabana's team against Chris Hero's team. Team Funny Draws the Money versus Team Chris Hero Ain't Nothing to Fuck With.
I have no idea what this match is going to be like.
I have no idea either. And just announced, Sam, possibly yesterday or the day before, the aforementioned Jushin Thunder Liger teaming with Ricochet and AR Fox against Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Roderick Strong. That should be a good time.
I have no idea what to make of that match. I think it's going to be really fun. But it feels random, but I like it. I like it.
It's like a Fire Pro match.
Someone just said to random. And
but I'm down.
Yeah.
And also announced, or I should say confirmed, for the WrestleCon live wrestling event, Bully Ray and Devon, the Dudleys, Matt Sydal, the World's Cutest Tag Team, Brian Myers, who used to be Kurt Hawkins, Big Rick, who you guys know from Lucha Underground, probably not from his Intercontinental title reign, because that seems like forever ago.
I remember him from his ECW title reign.
There you go. I just want all of you ECW fans to know, and I'm an ECW fan too. The last ECW champion before they closed down the doors was Ezekiel Jackson.
Bam.
So there you go. Abyss, Matt Stryker will be there, hopefully not to do live commentary. Tommaso Ciampa, Caleb Conley, Cedric Alexander, Jake Manning, and the Disco Inferno. Sam, the Disco Inferno.
I'm hoping Abyss and Big Rick wrestle.
Tickets are only $31 right now.
It's pre-order price. Walk-up price.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad for definitely WrestleMania weekend.
And apparently there will be an after-show special late night with Colt Cabana and friends. Maybe CM Punk will address this lawsuit, Sam. I don't care if he does, and I certainly don't think he will. Talk about this lawsuit in front of the 200 or 300 of us that will be there. But, whatever.
Yeah.
This has the makings of a fun show.
Yeah, I think it's going to be totally fun. Not sure what's going to be, how many more matches are going to be, or what's going to be this 5-on-5 Captain's Pick match, but I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm really looking forward to ACH versus John Hennigan and seeing how that turns out.
I am too. Like, that right there, to me, could be the reason that I go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that looks fun. The Liger 6-man match looks like it'll be a good time. I want to know who's going to be on these teams that are being captained by Chris Hero and Colt Cabana.
Yeah, I don't know. You could definitely see Jake Manning, Disco Inferno maybe on Colt's team.
Like, his will be comedy.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that, we'll have, whoever. The Dudleys.
The Dudleys. Yep. That Ciampa.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to that match, just because I know that half the match is going to be comedy wrestlers, and then half it's probably going to be wrestlers I would like to see in a different match.
Yes. Yeah, so I'll definitely keep our eye on that and see who's coming to San Jose. I was trying to find something, Sam, with the announced stuff for the Evolve shows. The only thing I can remember right now, I know we're getting Chris Hero and Timothy Thatcher at some point, yes?
Correct, that's going to be happening at the WWN Super Show on Saturday.